What's up, guys? Your boy Nick and Knight here with the Starting Five podcast. We're talking about your Detroit Pistons. We're gonna talk Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, probably one of the steals of the draft. Man, check out the video. Let us know what you think. If you agree, disagree, leave some comments. That being said, let's get it.
Let's get it.
All right, Detroit Pistons. They're looking pretty good. I mean, Motor City.
I like that team.
Bro, you want to talk about low expectations, high excitement? This is the team that I think of.
I'm the luckiest motherfuckers in the world to get Jaden Ivey. It's like you're so. You know how scary them guards are going to be in a couple years. Like, who's going to keep up with them?
40-year-old Stephen Clay, maybe.
I think they're. This is one team I do think they're definitely at least a year away from making any real noise. They're just so raw, and I don't love their bigs right now. I think they have some talented potential bigs, but yeah, the guards is going to be what carries this franchise forward in a few years. But
I think that the forwards on this team are so underrated because Sadiq Bey put up 50 points on somebody last year. Bagley has.
I'm on fantasy. He was.
Oh, he's a hooper. That's a hooper if I ever fucking seen one. But I think for now, like in a half court offense, him and Bagley can do enough to make the guard's job easier.
I just think Sadiq Bey was a little bit benefiting from the situation where he put up big numbers because no one else was on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I agree with that, but here's the knock on Sadiq Bey, right? Let me read you this random 5-game spurt, the stat line for points: 5, 20, 7, 31, 3. He's inconsistent. He just doesn't play the same game every single time. But if he gets hot, he's dangerous.
That's his next step. If he gets consistent, he's gonna really take off. But if he doesn't, he doesn't. So I think a lot of it lies on him. How much Bagley develops.
I'm almost curious how this team will play.
Yeah, me too. And
do you think it'll be more of a defensive focus or offensive focus?
Well,
because to me, if you take Jaden Ivey out of the equation, you look at that team, you're like, that's a defensively focused team. And then 100%. You look at Jaden Ivey and you're like, oh no, he's an offensive loose cannon. So he's like, well, what we got going on here?
I think it's a defensive team with Jaden Ivey as a spark plug.
Yeah, I kind of like that though. It's exciting.
Yeah,
it's the most exciting team the Pistons have had in a long time.
A long time.
Yeah.
That's what happens when they draft and don't spend money.
I still don't think it gets to 30 wins yet.
They were 23-59 last year, 14th, right above Orlando, right under.
I don't think they get. I think they have a dip also this year because I always felt like their bench was weak and they didn't do anything to make it better.
Yeah, I'd say a 25, 26 win team.
And 2, Grant was on that team last year, so he helped them.
Yeah, he helped them a lot.
Lose that production.
Well, maybe not a lot, but yeah, he definitely helped.
I mean, I suppose that you did get Bagley pretty much for nothing. And he actually played well for them. I think he averaged 15 and 7 for the Pistons, which is good for him. You got Jalen Duren. I don't know why they cut Luka Garza, though. That was kind of
dumb. It was.
Yeah, that was weird.
He went to Portland and is balling. But you do got Isaiah Stewart. But I suppose I might play Stewart at the 4.
I'll play Stewart against whoever he wants to throw hands against.
He could get himself in trouble. He's a loose cannon. I've given up on Killian Hayes already. I don't know what his deal is.
Already?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think I haven't given up on him, but
I feel like I don't know if I should give up on him or accept the fact that Cade Cunningham got in his way.
Mm. Yeah,
he got in his way, but
be a starter. I think he could be a solid bench guy.
I'm looking for a really, really good year from Cade, though. Like I don't know if it's because of how much they talked him up. I was a little bit underwhelmed by what he did last year.
He finished really strong, though.
Numerically, he did well. Like statistically, he was fine, but I never felt like he was dominant ever. Like he never had hype behind him. I don't feel like nobody had hype in the beginning of the year. Giddey had some hype. Jalen finished with hype. I never felt that way about Cade. So I'm looking for him to do something.
Yeah, for the amount of like publicity he got, I felt he would have done a lot more. I mean, not that he had a bad season, but you with him, everybody was like, "This is that guy. Like he has star power. He's gonna do this." And I never felt it with him when I would watch him. I mean, he would have 25 points, have a good shooting, but it was I don't know if it's the way he carries himself in a way. Like you have certain players that like they carry themselves like, yo, I'm that fucking guy, like Ja and Trey and then, but with him it's kind of I don't know what it is about him. I just like I want
I
to
don't
watch him
think he's
play.
that selfish.
Yeah.
I don't think he's like, I need to go score 30 points. I think he's like, I'd rather go fill up a whole stat sheet.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind that, but
I mean now you got Jaden Ivey, so you can just make sure you give him the damn ball to score and
I fucking love watching Jaden Ivey.
Bro, you just give him and Cade and this entire team the ball and just let them hoop for a couple of years. Sign a couple grizzled vets down the road.
Yeah.
And then see what you got.
Like I think Zach hit it. Their bench is the one thing I do worry about. I mean, you're gonna run. Mm-hmm. The thing about the East is a lot of teams got better. I mean, scratching out Charlotte and fucking I guess
right. This is a team that Patrick Beverly should go to.
They need everything over there. But I mean, they're not gonna compete with the Heat, Celtics, Bucks, 76ers. Raptors got Siakam's awesome. So the Bulls, I mean the Nets right now with KD, Kyrie still you're not gonna compete. Hawks got better. Cavs look nice. I mean Wizards, I guess they're
Wizards are better than this team.
Yeah, you got Bradley Beal on them. So
they should be at least.
Oh yeah, I suppose they got red.
I don't know, man. I don't know if the Wizards are better than this team. If I really,
I was gonna say raw talent wise, this team might be better, but like
I'll say this: the Wizards will beat them 4 out of 7 games because they're deeper in a playoff series. Yes, but like if Jaden goes off, I don't think nobody on Washington can stop him.
Yeah, I agree. Wizards are gonna have a better record. Is all I'm saying. I think core wise,
I agree with that. Yeah. Well, they fuck with as what you just paid Bradley Beal. You better.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Detroit, but I'm also like not as excited as like the Rockets and the OKC
or Orlando. I'm less excited by Orlando too.
It's because I watched Detroit play last year, and y'all are kind of boring. So I'm not excited to see Detroit. I'm excited to see Jaden Ivey.
They're a team that the Bucks play 4 times a year, and every time the Bucks play them, I'm like, oh god, it's Detroit. Yeah. It's just not that exciting, and Jaden Ivey will definitely help with that.
I feel like this is a lot like the Magic situation, though, like we talked about earlier, where Jaden Ivey now is going to come in and get buckets, and he's going to open up the court for a lot of these other guys to have a chance to blossom. So, like, even though they might not have been a fun team to watch like last year, they might come out of their shell and be a little bit more exciting this year.
In theory, the team should rebound really well, so I'm expecting them to rebound and push it. So you're right; they should be more fun to watch.
Right.
I'm hoping at least.
I'll say 26 wins around there.
23 and 59. So I'll give them.
Yeah, I'll say about 27, 28 for me, something like that.
I don't see them reaching 30. So
I still think they need shooting. They're not a great shooting team.
26, 27.
Yeah, they're not sniffing the play-in, I don't think.
Is there any team in the East that you see like trying to freaking tank though? Like,
I don't think there's teams in the East that are trying to tank. I think there's teams in the East that just ain't any good.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. Like I look at the teams and I'm like, I mean, Magic got better, Pacers got better, Wizards, Knicks.
But I also wouldn't be surprised if a team like Charlotte falls off some.
But the Pacers are a Turner trade away from tanking.
That's true.
That's true.
They could blow.
But I also wouldn't be surprised if a team like Chicago doesn't do as well.
Yeah, I agree, but I don't think they'd be at bottom. Like the bottom of the East is pretty interesting because it'll probably be Charlotte, Detroit,
maybe Brooklyn,
Orlando,
maybe the Wizards. If the Wizards is a disaster,
right?
Pacers.
It's a pretty deep,
Pacers.
deep league right now. That's what I was
Yeah,
saying. It's hard to find, especially in the East. It's hard to find a Spurs or a Jazz that are just going to suck.
The thing about the East, though, is there's always one team that everybody thinks it should be doing well, and they just don't, and they have the worst fucking record in the league. And I promise you, it's going to come out of the East. And so it's either going to, I think it's going to be Cleveland this year.
Really? I like Cleveland.
I like Cleveland too, but
I think it's going to be the Pacers. I think the Pacers could really suck.
yeah, but they really sucked last year.
Oh, you're saying a team that was good last year?
A team that was good last year that you think can maintain, because I think Charlotte is going to fall off anyway. But I think that Cleveland should like at least teeter where they were, if not be better. But I think that they're going to struggle to even maybe get there. What's the kid they got from Kansas, the 2-guard? He's got that African name. It's like, did you really? You just draft, not to say that dude's a bad player, but you just drafted a player to a position that you just drafted a player to. You know what I mean?
Hamidou Diallo?
No.
Tried it.
I forget his name, but you don't forget Okoro's on that team last. Like they drafted Okoro, and you just drafted, so you didn't really get better, in my opinion, through the draft. You got a good player.
If Rubio's healthy, that would help again.
Yeah, I can't believe he made that much money to be hurt. I wanted Rubio on the Rockets.
I'll believe it.
All right.
Yeah. That's all I really got for the Pistons on this one.
Same.
Yeah, I'm. If I don't watch any of their games, I won't be really mad on it.
Right. All the teams we talked about before them, I want to watch at least someone regularly, but not the Pistons.
I'll watch the Jaden Ivey highlights.
So does it feels like y'all think they lack star power?
Like you said, they're just kind of boring.
They are boring. They're really boring. It's because Cade Cunningham is boring. Like
right
Jalen Green may not be as good as Cade, but I know he'll try to dunk on somebody.
Yeah, he'll go up there. You'll have those popping moments and all that. Yeah.
Cool.
Kudos to their front office though, because they did something well in the draft.
Yeah, no, they didn't. They got lucky.
Well, they did get lucky, but I mean, to say I got Sadiq Bey, Cade Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart, all this out of the draft without spending money. They got that Levens kid too. They got a small forward over there. It's not bad.
They got the center dude, Duran too.
Yeah, they got Duran. That Livers kid though, he's a pretty good small forward. So we'll see.
All right, guys. That's the end of the video. Hope you liked it. If you didn't, leave us some comments. Let us know. Check them out right back. Make sure you go hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, show some love to us. And, man, we're going to be here doing a lot more NBA content. Check us out. After that, have a good one. Much love, man.